Hey guys, Thraz here, bringing you another strategy video. I'm continuing my campaign tutorial here. Just completed mission number 1, where we learned to use Marines and Jim Raynor as a tank. And now we're moving on to mission number 2. Hopping through the loading screen here. This is where we meet Tychus Finley. And I'm going to skip through these as fast as I can here. And get right to the meat of it. In this mission, we're going to learn to use medics, and we're going to learn some base management. So some key numbers you're going to want to keep in mind here is you're going to want about, I run with about 16 SCVs and with 3 on gas and about 4 barracks. You build 3 and then you'll get an extra one later on. Producing units most of the time. Just kind of a general goal to go for. Now, this mission also, you were introduced to mineral pallets and gas pallets as well. And basically these are items you can move up to and you can pick up, and they will give you resources. And the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to grab this gas pallet. Actually, the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to put our SCVs on the minerals, and we're going to set our command center to create SCVs and set them to mine automatically. And then I'm going to put my barracks on a command key as well.
Extra SCVs will help us harvest minerals faster. Train them up at the command center.
Alright, so we've got this first gas pallet, and this is going to allow us to build a tech lab, and we don't have to wait for our refinery to be built and gather 25 gas. So it's very useful right at the beginning of this mission. It's also going to allow us to build 1 medic, and I'm going to start a supply depot here and then tell the guy to go mine when he's done. And leaving 1 SCV in here should give me enough gas by the time my first medic finishes. Actually, I'm going to want 2 SCVs.
Additional supply
Build
depots
another
required.
SCV. You're going to want to get these medics out very quickly because there's going to be an attack right around the 3-minute mark.
Roger.
And having 2 medics is going to make you do just fine in this first attack here. I'm actually going to build more SCVs and another supply depot. Set my barracks to auto rally right behind my army. I'm going to fan these guys out a little bit.
The doctor is in. Must
Alright.
be an emergency.
So I am good on medics now. I'm going to keep some more SCVs coming. And I'm going to prepare myself for this attack here. In the meantime, I'm just going to keep making SCVs and supply depots.
Go, go, go!
And some more Marines as well.
Who wants some?
And here's the attack.
Standing by.
And yeah, I was just fine. I don't think I actually even lost any units here. Now I'm going to want to build a second barracks and keep these Marines coming still.
Sure thing.
And since I was just attacked, I have a little bit of room for the leeway, so I'm going to go up and attack this group up here to the north, and there's a mineral pallet up here. Now when you attack these guys, you are going to want to focus fire down your enemies like we did in the last video. Keep our Marines kind of running as a ball.
You gonna give me orders?
Just like this.
Outstanding.
This reduces the medic's effectiveness to heal her own units, and then you can focus the medic. And there we go. I think I lost 1 Marine there.
Huh?
Build more supply depots here.
On you.
And I'm going to keep the Marines coming. And I'm going to build another barracks, actually, at this point. This army's a little bit too small to move ahead with. I'm going to want make it a little bit more, so I have about 10 to 12 Marines and maybe 3 medics.
Got it. SCV ready.
So I'm going to retreat here and make sure my medics are standing in the back
Where does it hurt?
in case I get attacked. No, I did not have this guy auto rally apparently. So yeah, I'm sitting about 16 SCVs, and as you can tell, I'm actually starting to float in minerals because I can't spend it quick enough.
Want a piece of me,
Drop
boy?
down 2 more supply depots, and
Commander, the Dominion is attacking the rebel base to the southwest.
I'm now aware of the bonus
That'll
mission
keep the
to
Dominion off
go
our
and
backs.
save these rebels here, and they have an extra
Those
command center
folks
in
need our
minerals.
help, Tigers.
Right when this appears,
There's
you're
no
going
way
to get
we're
attacked.
leaving them to rot.
Who won? Been
At least I
waiting
think
on
you're going to get
you.
attacked. Sorry about the window sound there. Something's causing that. I really don't know what it is. There we go. Get the medic. Oh, and they killed one of my medics.
Go, go, go!
I'm going to want to build a couple
By
medics
the
here.
numbers, boys.
And I actually do not want to save these rebels earlier than too early, because it will provoke attacks from the enemy, and if they don't have a large enough army, it will actually kill my my rebel base
The
here once I
doctor
get
is
it.
in. Is it critical?
So playing it on the safe side here. And also I'm going to keep these supply depots coming.
This better be good.
And now I got 2 medics, I'm feeling alright. So I'm going to move in and attack here. And a couple guys are going to pop out of here.
Rebels.
And this is a much larger army than I want to deal with. As you can see, I have my barracks actually auto-rallied towards where my army is. Now, I attacked a group of standing enemies as a group was moving in to attack the rebels, and so I tried not to pull both groups, which is why I backed off, but now I can...
Rebel scum.
And there we go, not bad.
Orders received.
Is it critical?
Now, there's a lot of resources here I can benefit
Sure
from,
are a welcome sight.
so I'm going to go
We're with
grab
ya.
all of these,
Just tell us where you want us.
and I'm going to
Welcome
add
aboard,
this
boys.
barracks to my list of barracks. Now I've got 4 barracks.
Dominion can go to hell.
I'm going to lift all of them up, and I'm going to move them up towards the front line, because I'm going to need to reinforce as I'm going through this battle and attacking the Dominion base.
Will do.
Bad guys are that away.
Now I have to watch out. There's some Hellions that are just a little bit up here, and they do a lot of damage versus Marines. So I want to make sure that I kill them as quick as possible, because they can AoE and they do extra damage versus light armor, which Marines are light armor.
Been waiting on you.
Warning. Dominion
And
allies
unfortunately,
approaching.
I'm going to have them attack at the exact same time as some Marines. This is not good for me. Focus down the Hellions first. Focus down these Marines. Alright, I actually didn't do that too poorly. I'm going to land these and pump out a couple medics as soon as I possibly can. Now, keep in mind, the enemy will keep attacking you during this time. So, you have to be... you don't want to set your barracks down if you don't have really any army at all.
Been waiting. By the numbers, boys.
Now, this bunker is going to be a little bit hard to take down because on Brutal, it's fully upgraded. It has 6 Marines in it,
Complete.
and it has
Add-on
1 armor.
complete.
Alright, I'm going to start my medics coming along here. I'm going to want 4 to 6 medics,
Gangway. Coming through.
and I did not rally.
Armed and ready.
Shame on me.
Who wants some?
Alright. I'm going to hang back and not attack this bunker yet, though, particularly if an enemy group comes and attacks me. I don't want to be fighting the bunker at the same time. That could do a lot of damage to my army.
Boy.
And keep the Marines coming. And I'm expecting another attack here pretty soon.
Ah, you scared me. You gonna
The
get
doctor is in. Standing by.
Alright, getting a decent amount of medics here.
this? Better be good. Go, go, go. Been waiting on you.
Alright, now I'm getting
The
a
doctor is
somewhat
in.
sizable army. This
Need
should
some
be enough to
trees.
take out the bunker, but I want to make sure I'm not attacked at the exact same time. So I'm going to sit back and wait for the enemy to attack me if I can.
Armed and
Or until I
ready.
get a large enough army that I'm not so worried about it. So I'm just going to keep Marines on the way.
You
And
gonna
just
give
kind
me
of
orders?
hold out right here. I believe attacks at this point may contain Hellions. So you got to keep that in mind, and if they bring in the Hellions, you're going to want to focus fire on the Hellions when you can.
Gangway. Coming.
And there we go, Hellions, focus fire. Good deal, and I did not lose that many units at all. That's excellent. Alright, time to move out and attack this bunker here. And we're going to want to get close to it and then attack it. And since I'm attacking all of my Marines, they don't have to fan out. And there's not a lot of room for a concave right here anyway. So that's a very good tactic to use in this spot. I'm going to keep Marines coming. 8 more on the way.
Mineral field depleted.
And now I can see a little bit more about his base. He's got a couple medics. And he's going to have lots of Marines and medics and Hellions even in his base. So I've got to be very careful with Hellions. There we go. And as you can tell, Marines just going to keep coming. Going to add these Marines I just got to my army here. And focus fire down the medics if I can. And then take out this tech lab here. That's going to prevent him from making any more medics. And I got to focus fire down this Hellion. Now I've got to be very careful. There's actually a siege tank hiding right over here. And I don't want to get too close to it. So this is why I'm not going to move up to attack this Hellion. I'm just going to let my Marines kill it slowly. It's a bit safer. The siege tank can one-shot groups of Marines. And so you want to make sure you have a lot of Marines when you engage it. And make sure they're not all grouped up. And there we go. There's the siege tank. I'm going to take out this command center while I'm waiting for a couple more Marines to come in. Alright. Now at this point, he's only going to be making Hellions. I'm actually going to spread myself out a little bit so I can take out this siege tank. And as you can tell, just did a lot of damage. And focus fire him down. There we go. Alright, now all we have left to do is kill off these buildings, like this factory, and then the supply depots, and we're good to go.
Outstanding. With their barracks and factory trashed.
Excellent.
Just gotta mop up any stragglers and we're home free.
And that's it. I'm not sure if victory is triggered on the last unit being killed or the last building being killed. Anyway, so a couple more important things you want to keep in mind is you want to have a decent army size on this mission at most times, because the enemy will constantly be sending attacks of Marines and medics, and the Marines with medics are very powerful. So you always want to keep a couple medics on hand, and when you get ready to fight the enemy base, you want to have about 6 medics if possible. That would be a very safe move. And then you want to run with an army about 3 rows, so about 24 units total, and then just constantly keep making units. 3 barracks works, but 4 barracks is a little bit safer, and as you can tell, I didn't have a problem with money in that mission at all. So yeah, guys, that's it. Hope that helped you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.